Last two classes we completed the continuity concept, okay, and we solved some important questions. And in today's class we will start the differentiation. Okay. This is the second concept, second topic, very important. Okay, it carries around 18 marks. Differentiation carries 18 marks. 18 marks. 1 mark question 1, 2 mark questions 3, 3 mark questions 2, 5 mark question 1. And let me solve some previous year questions in part A. 1 mark questions, especially 1 mark questions. So look at the question number 1. If y is equal to sine of x square, find dy by dx. Okay, it is asked in September 2020. So sine of x square, which is a composite function. So it is unable to differentiate the function directly. So we have to apply the chain rule. We have to make use of chain rule. So sin x is a standard function. Okay, sin x or sin theta, sin x, cos x, tan x. Okay, these are standard functions. You can take the derivative of these functions directly. So instead of x, if you have in place of x, if you have y square or x square or root x. Okay, so now these three, okay, sine of y square, cos of x square, tan of root x, these are what composite functions, right? So sine of x square is a composite of two functions. It is a combination of two functions. One is sine x and another one is x square. So in this case, you must apply the chain rule. Okay, if you have the composite function, you must apply the chain rule to differentiate that function. Okay, let us take the given function. Let y is equal to sine of x square, sine of x square. And here you know the derivative of sine x. The derivative of sine x is what? Derivative of sine x d by dx, or derivative of sine x. Derivative of sine x is what? Cos x. And apply the same rule. So for the time being, treat this x square as a simply x. And use that formula. So derivative of sin x is what? Cos x. Derivative of y. Okay. Differentiating with respect to x. So derivative of y with respect to x is dy by dx. Dy by dx is equal to derivative of sin x is what? Cos x. And x is nothing but what? X square. And take the derivative of the function which is inside the bracket. Okay, what is the function? X square into d by dx of x square. D by dx of x square. Again, dy by dx. Dy by dx is equal to cos of x square into derivative of x square. Derivative of x square is what? 2x. Derivative of x square is 2x. Because you know that formula, d by, first formula of differentiation, d by dx of x to the power of n is equal to n into x to the power of n minus 1. Okay, x to the power of 2 means 2 into x to the power of 2 minus 1. It is d by dx of x to the power of 2 is equal to 2 into x to the power of 2 minus 1. That is equal to 2 into x to the power of 2 minus 1, which is 1. So simply it is 2x. So derivative of x square is 2x. Okay, this is what the derivative of the given function. This is a 1 mark question. Okay, you can write this answer directly without writing this step also. So better to write only 3 steps are, or 2 steps are there. Dy by dx is equal to cos of x square into take the derivative of the function which is inside the bracket. Okay, that is d by dx of x square. And write this cos of x square as it is, and derivative of x square is 2x. Simple. Take one more question. Always question number 5. So these are 1 mark questions. Question number 5 will be what? 1 mark. Question number 5 will be from differentiation. If y is equal to square tan of root x, then find dy by dx. Find dy by dx. So it is March 2020. 2020. This is what the question. Again, tan of root x is a composite function. So it is a combination of two functions, tan x and root x. Yeah, simply tan x is a single function, it is a standard function, and derivative of tan x, it is secant square x. So tan of root x is a composite function. So that is why I apply chain rule. Solution. Let y is equal to tan of root x. Tan of root x. Again, differentiating with respect to x. Differentiating with respect to x we get. So derivative of y with respect to x is dy by dx. dy by dx. That is equal to derivative of tan x, yes. Derivative d by dx. What is the derivative of tan x? Derivative of tan x is secant square x. If you remember this, derivative of tan x is secant square x. And here x is nothing but what? Root x. So derivative of tan of root x. Derivative of tan of root x is secant square root x. Secant square root x into. So take the derivative of second function. The derivative of root x into d by dx of root x. d by dx of root x. That is dy by dx is equal to secant square root x. Secant square root x into. So derivative of root x, which is 1 by 2 into root x. 1 by 2 into root x. Should remember that. Okay. Again, by using standard formula, you can obtain that derivative. Derivative d by dx of root x is nothing but d by dx of root x can be written as x to the power of 1 by 2. X to the power of 1 by 2. Like square root of 2 is nothing but 2 to the power of 1 by 2. Similarly, root x can be written as x to the power of 1 by 2. So now apply the formula. d by dx of x to the power of n is nothing but n into x to the power of n minus 1. Similarly, here n is nothing but what? 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into x to the power of n minus 1. That is nothing but 1 by 2 minus 1. It is half into 1 by 2 into x to the power of 1 by 2 minus 1. 1 by 2 minus 1, which is minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. So that is equal to 1 divided by 2 into. So take this x to the power of minus 1 by 2 into denominator. It becomes x to the power of plus 1 by 2. I have to change the sign. Again, x to the power of 1 by 2. 1 as is numerator. 2 into x to the power of 1 by 2 is nothing but what? Root x. Again, not necessary to find this derivative in this particular question. Just remember this. It is very important. Again, derivative of root x is 1 by 2 into root x. 1 by 2 into root x. Every time not necessary to calculate that value. Okay. So better to remember this. Derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 into root x. Okay. So dy dx of root x is 1 by 2 into root x. You can write this as a dy by dx is equal to, so multiply the numerator quantities, secant square root x into 1, which is secant square root x only, divided by 2 into root x. 2 into root x. Okay, this is what the required answer. Next question. Always one more question, which is always fifth question. Fifth question. In your annual exam, in your fifth question. Fifth question will be from differentiation. So take next question. Find dy by dx. Find dy by dx if y is equal to sine of x to the power of 2 plus 5. It is from March 2019. March 2019. Solution. Look at the given function. Y is equal to sine of x to the power of 2 plus 5. Again, this is a composite function because of this. So sin x, tan x, log x, e to the power of x. Okay. Sin x, e to the power of x, log x. So these are standard functions. Okay, you can get the derivative of these functions directly. So in place of x, suppose x square or 2x e to the power of 10x log of 9x. So these are composite functions. In place of x, if you have anything like x square plus 5, in place of x, we are having x to the power of 2 plus 5. So in x place here, ಏನೇ ಬೇರೆ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವು ಚೈನ್ ರೂಲ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Let us take that given function. Let y is equal to sine of x to the power of 2 plus 5. Okay, this is what the given function. Instead of x, we are having x to the power of 2 plus 5. So that is why this is a composite function. So let us apply the chain rule. Again, differentiating with respect to x. Yeah, differentiating with respect to x. Now, derivative of y with respect to x is dy by dx. dy by dx is equal to, again for the time being you treat this x to the power of 5, x to the power of 2 plus 5 as a simply x. And you know the derivative of sin x. So what is the derivative of sin x? Which is cos x. Derivative of sin x is cos x. Okay, x is nothing but what here? X to the power of 2 plus 5. X to the power of 2 plus 5. Now take the derivative of the function which is inside the bracket. That is into d by dx of x to the power of 2 plus 5. That is dy by dx. dy by dx is equal to cos of x to the power of 2 plus 5 into, now this is an algebraic function. Take the derivative of x square. Derivative of x square is what? Derivative of x square is 2x. Okay. So apply that standard formula. d by dx of x to the power of 2 is equal to 2 into x to the power of 2 minus 1, which is simply 2 into x to the power of 1 is nothing but simply x, which is 2x. So derivative of x square is 2x. And derivative of 5 is a number, it is a constant. Derivative of constant is 0. Derivative of any number is 0. So that is equal to 2x plus 0. 2x plus 0, which is simply 2x. We write this algebraic term at the beginning. 2x into cos of x to the power of 2 plus 5, which is the required answer. So take next question, which is from June 2019. Again, always fifth question is from differentiation. If y is equal to cos inverse of e raised to x, cos inverse of e to the power of x, find dy by dx. Find dy by dx. Find dy by dx. This is from June 2019. Supplementary paper. So look at the function again here. Cos inverse of something other than x. Again, in place of x, here it is e to the power of x is there. So that's why cos inverse of e to the power of x is a composite function. So apply chain rule. And here you should know the derivative of cos inverse of x. So what is the derivative of cos inverse of x? d by dx of cos inverse of x is minus 1 divided by root of 1 minus x square. It's very important. You should remember this standard formula. Derivatives of trigonometric functions, derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions, and standard functions like e to the power of x, log x. It is most important. If you know this formula, you can solve this question and find out the derivative of the given function. Otherwise, it is unable to find out the derivative of the given function. So it is the inverse trigonometric function. Let y is equal to cos inverse of e raised to x, cos inverse of e to the power of x. Now again differentiating with respect to x. Differentiating with respect to x. So derivative of y with respect to x is what? dy by dx. dy by dx. That is equal to the derivative of, again let us treat this e to the power of x as simply x. So derivative of cos inverse of x, you know, derivative of cos inverse of x is what? Minus 1 divided by root of 1 minus x square. So here x is nothing but what? E to the power of x. E raised to x raised to 2 into. Now take the derivative of the function which is inside the bracket. Right? That is d by dx of e to the power of x. E to the power of x. Now dy by dx is equal to minus 1 divided by root of 1 minus. So now use the laws of indices. E to the power of x raised to 2, like e to the power of m raised to n is nothing but e to the power of m into n. So x into 2, which is 2x. X into 2 is 2x. E to the power of 2x. And e to the power of x is a standard function. Okay, it's not a composite function. So derivative of e raised to x is simply e raised to x only. E raised to x, which is the required answer. Derivative d by dx of e raised to x is e raised to x. E raised to x is a standard function, and its derivative will be same, e raised to x only. Take one more question. If y is equal to cos of root x, then find dy by dx. Find dy by dx. March 2017. In cos of root x is a composite function. Let y is equal to cos of root x. Then differentiating with respect to x. So derivative of y with respect to x is dy by dx is equal to derivative of cos x. You know the derivative of cos x. The derivative of cos x is what? Derivative of cos x is minus sin x. And here x is nothing but root x. Okay, derivative of cos of root x is minus sin of root x into, take the derivative of root x into, you can write it directly. Derivative of root x is what? Derivative of root x is 1 by 2 into root x is 2 root x. This is what the derivative of the given function. So today we solved 5 questions. 5 questions in 1 mark section. So in next class we will solve some more questions, and also we will solve 2 mark questions. Very important, 2 mark questions on this topic.